Hi everyone, welcome to day 3. Yes, day 3 of Vlogmas. Oh my goodness, I've got the date. But yes, welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas, and today I'm jumping on the bandwagon with everyone else in the book community and doing the end of year book tag. Now I'm going to link my absolute favourite video I've seen of this so far, and that is from the Poptimist. He was absolutely perfect. It was so much fun. A little bit of a surly end of year book tag, but otherwise hilarious. Now let's just get straight into the questions of this tag, and the first one is, are there any books that you've started this year that you really want to finish? And I'm currently working my way through The Gendered Brain by Gina Rippon. This is what I picked up for Non-Fiction November, my 4th book in the 4 prompts selection, and I am just past halfway through, and what I find with this one is I really need to be focused. I really need to have 100% of my mind focused on what they're saying in here, because it's so endlessly fascinating. If I miss something and they refer to it later on, it's really hard. So I need to be 100% focused, and it's not as quick of a read as a fiction one, but otherwise thoroughly enjoying that one. Next, of course, is Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. I started this for October. I got hardly any of the way through, and I hardly have touched it since. So I feel like this one's going to pass gently and quietly into 2020. Question 2 is, do you have an autumnal read to help you transition into the end of the year? That is a no from me, because it's currently spring. Well, you wouldn't think so with the current weather patterns we've been having, but it's now summer in Australia, and I don't really have anything autumnal. But what makes me think of autumnal when I was looking at my TBR list is A Study in Scarlet, and I honestly think, sorry, not Scarlet, Charlotte, A Study in Charlotte. Study in Scarlet's the original title, where this was like, you know, punning off of. So this is by Brittany Cavallo. It's a like Sherlock Holmes and Watson series set in an American school. American or Canadian? Let's have a look. I believe Connecticut. So it's at a prep school, and prep school usually starts in summer, autumn for the US, and I mean anyone in the Northern Hemisphere normally, but that just makes me think of autumn. So it is one of my satellite books for Cloak and Dagger Readathon, not my original TBR, but I might get to it, I might not, but it is the most autumnal on my current TBR list. Question 3 is there a new release that you're still waiting for? And that is yes. It's going to be Erin Morgenstern, The Starless Sea. And you're probably thinking, Kate, it's already out. What are you saying? It's ridiculous. And yes, it is already out, but my gorgeous friend Katie over in the UK, she got me the Waterstone special edition with the coloured hardcover, so I'm waiting for that to come in the post. So even though it's technically out, I am still awaiting my copy. So that is one that I'm eagerly awaiting to get my hands on, the physical copy. Question 4 is similar to question 1. What books are you wanting to read by the end of the year? And number 1 is obviously, I'm halfway through Gendered Brain. I might as well finish before the end of the year. Number 2 for this section is going to be The Unseen by Anna Mazzola. This one is a part of the What's Been on Your Shelf for a Very Long Time selection in Cloak and Dagger Readathon, and I really need to get this off my TBR, so at least I can tick that and say yes, I did it for 2019. And the other one is going to be The Toll by Neil Shusterman. I'm happy to push this into January of 2020, but I mainly want to read it because I binged on book 1 and 2 at the start of the year to meet Neil Shusterman and absolutely fell in love. And of course we've got this giant chunky finale of the trilogy, and I am so nervous about reading it, but I feel like it'd be a good one to finish the year on, to get that finality to see into 2020. But we shall see, we shall see. I'm happy to read it for summer 2020, but yeah, we shall see if I get this in 2019. Next question is there a book that you think can still shock you and become your favourite of 2019? And honestly, I'm awful at picking favourites, so I'm probably going to say I'm going to thoroughly enjoy the books that I'm going to read. Will it kick off my favourites? Probably not. I do love crime books though, so yeah, I might read a fairly fantastic crime and it kind of would push up into my top 5 of the year. But I'm fairly certain my absolute favourites aren't going to be shafted from those positions anytime soon. The last question is, have you started making plans, or reading plans I should say, for 2020? And of course I have, given that the Adelaide Writers' Week has already been announced. I'm already eagerly gobbling up all the authors that are on there and writing copious amounts of lists of all their books that I want to read before I see them at the Adelaide Writers' Week. So I can leave the link to Adelaide Writers' Week down below if you're in Australia and possibly think about coming to Adelaide Writers' Week. It is a free event that happens usually at the end of February into March during the Mad March season, and it is brilliant. This year John Boyne's coming. Can we just all take that in? John Boyne is coming to Adelaide Writers' Week. I am ecstatic. I cannot wait. But thank you for joining me for Vlogmas Day 3, definitely Day 3, and I'll see you tomorrow for Day 4. Bye!